Good evening everyone. So today I am going to present my case on bandage contact lens plus glue in a case of perforated corneal ulcer. First we shall briefly discuss about a BCL. So it is a soft contact lens which allows easy penetration of oxygen, water and drugs. Main aims of BCL are: it provides relief from pain, serves mechanical protection, seals small corneal perforations and corrects surface irregularities in irregular corneas. Other conditions in which BCLs can be used are eyelid abnormalities such as entropion, ectropion, trichiasis, ocular surface disorders, chemical injuries, dry eye, Stevens-Johnson syndrome, corneal surface disorders such as keratitis, bullous keratopathy. Glues used in ophthalmology. There are basically three types of glues: synthetic, biological and other cross-linkable polymers. Cyanoacrylate glue, which we used in our case, it is a type of synthetic glue that polymerizes rapidly when in contact with a wet surface. It is produced synthetically by condensation between cyanoacetic acid and a suitable alcohol. Other uses of cyanoacrylate glue mainly is corneal perforation. It also has proven antimicrobial properties. Corneal melts following exposure keratopathy, wound leaks, post-cataract surgeries, tarsorrhaphy in immobilized patients. There is also a fibrin glue, which is a biological adhesive which mimics the final stage of coagulation cascade. It can be used in recurrent pterygium patients, traumatic conjunctival tear repairs, mucus or amniotic membrane transplantation, corneal perforation and melts. The very advantage of replacing fibrin glue with cyanoacrylate lies in that it causes less post-operative inflammation, which in effect increases patient's comfort and reduces corneal vascularization. Furthermore, there is no need for removal of the glue. Now coming to my case, a 38-year-old female patient presented to our outpatient department with the chief complaints of pain, watering, redness and diminution of vision in right eye since 20 days. On examination, following findings were noted: visual acuity PL positive and PR inaccurate. Intraocular pressure was digitally very soft eyeball. In conjunctiva, circumcorneal congestion was noted. In cornea, there was a 3 mm perforated dry-looking corneal ulcer. Seedal's positive test was also noted. Anterior chamber was totally flat and adherent leucoma was present. So this is a picture, pre-treatment picture of the patient. Then the patient was started on topical antifungal drugs, broad spectrum antibiotics, anti-glaucoma drugs and dilating drugs. Finally, we applied cyanoacrylate glue at the site of perforation, then inserted BCL over it. So after 10 days follow-up, there was a decrease in size of ulcer. Seedal's negative test was observed and anterior chamber was well formed. Also, visual acuity returned to 6/60 and intraocular pressure with non-contact tonometer was 12 mm of Hg. So this is the video. So first of all, we have to fully dry the corneal ulcer. As glue cannot be applied on wet surface, then we apply cyanoacrylate glue. Just 1 to 2 drops is sufficient. Then we wait for 30 seconds to 1 minute so that the glue polymerizes. So after glue is polymerized, we will carefully place the BCL over it. After placing the BCL, we will patch the eye for 4 to 6 hours and the eye can be opened after 4 to 6 hours and topical treatment can be started. Next. So this is the post-treatment picture 5 days later. This is the photo of patient after 10 days of procedure. This is a slit lamp recording of anterior chamber fully formed. And reduced size of corneal ulcer is noted. Also, Seedal's test was also performed, which was negative. On coming on to conclusion, so glue plus BCL is a very effective treatment modality in patients of corneal perforation, as it is cost effective, non-invasive, easy to perform and also patient friendly. These novel developing adhesive promises to overcome the drawbacks and risks associated with the existing ones, such as sutures, which causes infiltration, ocular irritation, patching, which increases microbial contamination, non-compliance for drug installation timely. The increasing acceptance of these adhesives by clinicians promises this to be a standard procedure for surgical wound closure. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gauri. And could you please specify the applicator that you're using for glue application?
Sir, actually, I used the back side of an arrow bud. So
Okay.
it is not a particular instrument, but at that time that was only available. So we use that only in our OPD.
Isn't there a possibility of mismatch between the size of the defect and the size of the applicator?
No, sir. We just apply the glue, and we apply the glue all over the area where the perforation is present. So there is not a chance of missing the
Okay.
perforation.